Welcome back, everyone. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but let's take care of a couple little concerns before we get started. First, if you're subscribed and you're not seeing my videos pop up in your notifications, you're not alone. This is something new to YouTube. Well, not new, but, relatively new. After you subscribe, you need to click on the little bell icon and enable notifications. It's an extra step YouTube threw in there a while ago for some unknown reason. Evidently, they felt if you subscribe to a channel, there's a chance that you still didn't want to watch this stuff, so, let's make sure by having everyone click some more shit just in case. I don't know. The stupidity and rationale of YouTube frequently baffles me, so don't ask me to explain it. Second, I did a little digging and discovered why I can't see some of the comments, or, well, at least maybe why I can't see them, and as it turns out, it may not be me. It could be you. Apparently, you need to set your comments to public. Trouble is, you can't see the difference because your comment will show up for you, just not for anyone else. I put a link at the bottom to a short video made by another YouTuber to show you how to make sure you've got that straightened out. Yet another mind-bending thought process from YouTube. Why would I even write a comment if I didn't want anyone to see it? That makes sense. Okay, so now that we've got that out of the way, let's see what Bob brought for us today.
Hello there. Some recent events that you may be aware of have caused me to make this video. If you have been living under a rock, a positive thing came of that recent event that you may be aware of, and that is the Women's March.
First, you need a new name for it because evidently it wasn't a women's march. It was only women with certain opinions. As you can see here, just one example of women excluded because they don't share in the hive mind. Second, what positive thing? What exactly did this march achieve? What right did you suddenly obtain? What extra privilege was magically bestowed upon you at the end of this march? What did it achieve other than making feminism look stupid and, of course, pollute the city with trash? Because nothing says, I fight for equality, like making a man pick up your trash. That privileged patriarchal shitlord deserved it anyway. Put that entitled fucker right in his place, didn't you?
Unfortunately, I couldn't go to a march, but I did see a lot of it on social media and I tweeted a lot about it, and it was just a good day for feminism, and that is exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. I have 3 points to talk about, and we're just gonna do that.
Well, good. I can't wait to hear it, because so far I've heard dozens, if not hundreds of you dorks, telling me how great this thing was. Yet not one of you has actually given us a single reason why it was such a good thing. So let's hear it. 3 reasons this thing was so good. Go.
When I say women, I mean the whole spectrum of young, old.
Well, no, as I said, you don't mean the whole spectrum. You mean only those women who agree with us on everything, because if they don't, they aren't included. But do go on.
Point number 1. If your feminism is not intersectional, it is not feminism. As much as I'd like as many people as possible to identify as feminists, it just doesn't work if you don't believe in intersectional feminism.
Wait, what? I thought this was supposed to be about why the so-called Women's March was so great. This dogmatic horseshit has been around for decades already, so it's not a result of the Women's March. Also, out of curiosity, who died and made you the Feminist Pope? Last I checked, Beyonce was still alive and kicking, so, who made you the authority on what is or is not feminism?
If you are unaware of what that is, I'm going to give you my own definition of intersectional feminism, or you can look it up on Google or anything. But basically, it's supporting women of color, trans women, women in other countries, and queer women, and everything else like that.
Yeah, can't help noticing there's a color missing from those crayons. Yours. I guess in the Church of Intersectionality, you don't count. So you should probably, just shut up then, huh?
Just to make it clear, feminism is not wanting women to be more valuable than men. It's wanting equality. And you can't have equality without including everyone.
And you can't have equality by giving more rights and privileges to the most privileged class of people to ever walk the earth, either. Still waiting to hear even a single right men in this country have that you don't. But, why focus on real shit when you can ride along with Don Quixote and slay windmills?
You can't just support people that look like you, and you can't just support people that are your own gender. So, there you go.
That's starting to look like you have no idea what feminism is, dear. All it does is support people of your own gender. I mean, fuck! It's even written in your sacred definition. Advocacy of women's rights. Period. That's it. No advocating for men's rights, or the holy definition is wrong.
Point number 2. You are not a true feminist if you condemn or slut-shame any other women.
Well, I guess none of those at the march were real feminists then, since they condemned all the women who don't agree with your bullshit. In fact, by that logic alone, there's no such thing as a feminist at all anymore. Excellent work, hun. You've single-handedly demolished the entire institution for us. We appreciate that.
You are not fighting for equality simply by being a woman, but you have to actively support other women.
Apparently, even when you disagree with them. Well, assuming, of course, you're even still allowed to disagree, which, by the looks of it, you're not. If you do, they'll call for an exorcism to banish the internalized misogyny.
I cast you out, unclean spirit!
Point number 3. Treat your body and yourself with respect.
That's really just generally good advice, not feminism, and certainly not some grand mythos derived from the fucking Women's March. We're already on number 3 of your 3 points, and not a single one of them is a reason why the Women's March was a good thing. So I guess we're all going to have to keep waiting until someone, anyone, can tell us exactly what was so fucking good about the damn thing.
Even if you're an intersectional feminist and you treat everyone with respect, as you should, if you're not speaking your mind and if you're keeping quiet about topics like rape, abuse, or abortion, you're adding to the problem.
Right. Got that, ladies? If you don't agree, you're not a woman. And if you don't fight our windmills with us, then you're the fucking problem.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
Remember, this is not a cult.
And it's also understanding that people have the right to keep quiet about their personal experiences about anything like that.
Wait, what? But you just said...
If you're not speaking your mind and if you're keeping quiet about topics like rape, abuse, or abortion, you're adding to the problem.
So which is it? Are they supposed to speak up or not? Fuck, I'm so confused. I can't. I can't even finish your video. What the actual fuck? How in the holy hell did your brain even do that? Seriously, how does a person's brain spit out completely contradictory crap like that and not explode? I mean, there wasn't even a pause for your brain to even justify that contradiction. It just rolled right off your tongue seamlessly. Which I guess gives me my answer. Your brain never engaged. You just opened your mouth and verbal diarrhea poured out. But I have to assume that you watched that at some point during the editing, right? And that shit made sense to you? You didn't spot a problem with that at all? God help us, people. If this is the future of mankind, then we're all totally fucked. That's it for this time, folks. I'll see you all next time.